Well, as artists we always strive to achieve greatness. But the reality for me at least is that I'm often just too lazy to try hard enough. This was definitely also the case when my husband, in the middle of the night, asked me, I have a cool ideas. Do you wanna make a multi-layered painting on acrylic glass as a wedding gift for friends with me? Because I just wanted to sleep and didn't wanna kill his enthusiasm, I said, yeah, sounds great. I should paint and he would make a frame and put some LEDs in the background. Almost asleep, I still already knew this would probably be a tall order for me, and something my skills and my patience probably wouldn't be able to handle. But still, just the imagination of making something truly beautiful and seeing the amazed smile on our friends' faces was enough for me to still at least give it a shot. At first the idea was that all shapes would be cut out and painted on, which is why I attempted to draw the outlines as a vector graphic. I turned it in to my husband and he was like, is this a draft? And I was like, no! F you! This is the best I can do, okay? I didn't actually say F you to my husband, that'd just be rude. But I surely thought it. So I was ready to settle for mediocrity. Mediocrity? I don't know. I was so ready to settle for it again. But then, this happened. The GMTK Game Jam 2023, where you have to make a video game in 48 hours only, and I worked together with an incredibly talented team and also with a very, very talented artist. And this whole challenge made me realize that my best isn't really all that good. But for the first time in a very long time, I actually felt like really trying again in my art. So when I came back from this challenge, I also came back to this wedding gift project and told my husband, if we're gonna do this, it's gonna take forever. This is a huge time commitment and I will have to work many evenings, many days on this. And his response was, I can live with that. My standards for my art had risen in an instant after the Game Dev Challenge, and I tried to convince him it was just not possible for us to do such an ambitious project. While explaining that to him, I started scribbling on my tablet to put in rough shape what our vision of composition and scope for this project would be. We would need several layers, maybe 4 to 6, for the 3D effects to be noticeable. I would have to flesh out the details even more, think of harmonic color schemes and everything. And just like that, I had drawn something that he actually quite liked, and he was even more convinced we should try and do it. Oh great! Seeing his unwavered passion for this project, I finally agreed. Under the condition that I at least could share this enormous project with you. It can't be that all my best art never makes it onto my art YouTube channel. That's just bonkers, you know? He was okay with it, so I had to actually deliver now. I took this rough sketch I've drawn on only one layer and split it into multiple. I started adding details, fleshing it out, evening after evening. Our friends often do cosplays and really love those fantasy settings with knights and elves, so the painting will picture them in such costumes. It took several evenings and hours of drawing to finally get to these results. I convinced my husband it'd look better and be less work if we left the acrylic glass layers in one piece instead of cutting every shape out, like the trees and everything. I also asked him if it were possible to simply let a company print my drawings on acrylic glass, but he said that would be just too expensive. I was very worried. I'm not the patient kind, and transferring those drawings onto a real canvas would take many hours. Also, there's the possibility to mess up really bad, opposed to when you only work digitally and just print it out. But nevertheless, I started. I had already committed so many hours to the art, I'd not stop now. And we didn't have any alternative present for our friends whose wedding would be in only a couple of days. If I don't deliver, we'd have to go there with empty hands, or at least with a last-minute bought card. I know I'd not be happy with that result, and neither would my husband. And also, I would just lose confidence in my artistic abilities even more. And what's left then? Nothing. So I really had to make this work in the short amount of time I was given. I was able to finish the 2 easiest layers far away in the background a week before the wedding. I realized in order for the color to be opaque enough, I had to apply 2 or 3 layers. That's gonna be a problem, because that drastically increases the time I will need to paint all layers. If you were wondering about my process, it's rather simple actually. I printed the 6 different layers out on paper, but they are mirrored. And then I just one-to-one copy what I see on the paper behind the glass. I painted another rather easy background layer 2 days before the wedding. The remaining 3 would be more complicated. It was then that it dawned on me. I had to dedicate probably the whole next day to this project alone in order to be able to finish it. And then my husband told me we could have printed it on glass and let it a company do, because it was less expensive than he thought. But now it already was too late to order. No. Well, we're gonna make the best out of it. We're gonna make the best out of it. The next day, I began after I got up. Hours and hours passed. I worked on multiple layers at once, made sure I mixed enough of the same color to apply it everywhere it was needed. Listening to audiobooks, just more of the same. More and more. My back starts hurting and my neck feels stiff. See, the problem is I can't sit like that, because I'm trying to transfer one-to-one what's behind the glass. That's also the reason why my big fat head is always in the frame. I have to always look straight down, or I will make a mistake. And obviously, I don't wanna make a mistake. Damn, I tell ya. When you sit on an artwork all day, your brain starts feeling like mush, reality feeling less real. More audiobooks. I wanna get up, go outside, anything else, want to stop. Keep working. The filigrane figures need a lot of care. I do behind glass art basically. Have to rethink. Think what layer for the gradient I should apply first. It looks dumb from my side, but good from the other side. Or it gets the toothpick treatment. It's late in the evening. My neck hurts. I can't anymore. I'm not done. I take a break for 2 hours. Feel slightly better. Tomorrow is the wedding. We don't have much time. Back to work again. Just a little more. Work a little more. Finally, I go to sleep. I woke up fresh and full of energy. Kidding. My back still hurt, which was kinda concerning to me, because my back never hurts. But I'll stop being a crybaby about it. Just for you. Just for you. Awkward. Okay, back to work. Not a lot is missing. Just this layer. The trees. I saved the trees for the end. Paint on top of other stuff. Is it worth it? Is all that pain really worth it in the end? I hope so. And then, all layers are finished! I can rest. It's up to my husband to finish it now. I helped clean the glass though. Oh my god, this was a test of patience. It took so long. I had to work almost a complete day on just painting and more. This is the end result. A nightly meeting under the starry night. 2 lovers, united forever. I felt kinda empty, but so relieved and also proud of what we achieved together when I looked at the gift. This is the first big collaboration I've done with my husband on a creative level. He did a great job too. He also encountered a lot of problems that needed solving. Here, when you press this button, lights are switched on and also their names appear in the background. I don't show it here to respect their privacy. I painted with so much care and so detail-oriented. I thought it was impossible for me to do it, but I was wrong. We pushed through, we made something truly beautiful. I hope in years from now our friends will still sometimes look at it and smile and think of their special day. Thanks for encouraging me, my husband. But also thanks to you. You believe in me, and having people who believe in you makes it just so much easier to also believe in yourself. This challenge, it helped me to see I'm still able, if I want to achieve remarkable things. But next time, we will definitely print those layers out. No doubt, no doubt. Confidence restored. If you want to see how I lost the confidence in the first place, you should definitely watch this mini-series I made about the game jam.